Welcome back, folks. It's Nick here, and we're back on the ZX Spectrum 48K looking at Crazy Cars by Titus in 1988. Now, I've already reviewed this one on the Commodore Amiga, and it was pretty dire, but it was in the category of so bad it was good. So it's interesting to see what it looked like on the ZX Spectrum. Now, the Amiga version, it was just so easy and the levels were so short. On the Spectrum version, it's just continuous. But as soon as you've done all the stages in the race, which are a little bit boring, you upgrade your car and go a bit quicker. Now, other 8-bit systems it come out on was the Amstrad CPC and the Commodore 64. So here we are, press fire when ready. Level 1, stage 1 that says, or it looks a bit like stage 1, I'm not quite sure. But anyway, you are competing in the world's craziest race. Doesn't look overly crazy too soon at the moment, that's the word I wanted. The American cross-country prestige race, yes, over 3 tracks throughout the USA, Arizona, Florida and NASA for some reason. The Amiga version had more, but this is supposed to be Arizona, and as you know, Arizona, there's snow everywhere, a bit like here. Now, Crazy Cars was designed to be as realistic as possible, the thing says. Well, that sure didn't look very realistic for a start. I can't make up my mind whether I like this game or not. Now, I have to keep reminding myself this is on the ZX Spectrum 48K with its obviously limitations, although 1988 it was nearing the end of its run. I don't mind it. You press forward on the joystick to accelerate and it stays at that speed. Hitting any of the traffic or going off on the sides, then of course you lose a bit of speed. But it gets a bit dull quickly, but it moves quite fast for a ZX Spectrum game. I like that. It's more accomplished than the Amiga version for the equipment that it's on, so yes. We're on level 2. You'll see the time ticking down in the middle. If you run out of time, of course, the game is over. But I don't know what car we're in at the moment. Is it a Lamborghini? Looks a bit like one. If we complete this stage, well, I think there's 8 stages. We complete the level, we upgrade to a Porsche, it goes slightly quicker, and then another sports car yet again. Now, overtaking sometimes a bit tricky. Cars come up soon time bonus. Here we go. I don't know what that means. Cars sometimes come up behind you and drive right through you, causing you to go to 0, your speed limit, or drastically reduce. Now, you can get away with that in a motorbike game. I can understand a motorcycle might come behind and clip you and lose speed, but in an actual sports car, nothing should be driving through you. There we go. That's not very realistic. Yes. So we've got 3 cars to pass here, but in terms of difficulty, it's pretty easy again. But I do prefer the continuous stages rather than racing for about 40 seconds and the stage ends. That's a bit better. The scenery goes across, well, adequately to any other of the genre. The sprites are quite big for the car, and it does look slightly different as you turn left and right, so that's good. The engine sound, well, that's not overly good, is it? Nice shadow there. It's not bad, it's middling. It's not fantastically good, it's not hideously bad. There's a bit of undulation, the jumps are good. For 1988, remember. It's okay, I suppose. Not bad. Won't get in my top 10, I don't think, of racers of all time. Whoops! There we go. That was realistic. I did a little jump there. So hopefully we'll get off level 1. Are we still in Arizona? I'm not sure. It's a bit hard to tell. Now, the Amiga version had a mountain stage which was completely flat. They've forgotten about that on this one. They've just tried to keep it simple, I think. Just gone for Arizona, which I don't know if we're in yet, or Florida, and then NASA. So I suppose the scenery will change when we hit Florida and NASA, will it? Comment below if you know as we're on stage 4, or is that stage 4? Maybe. I don't know what the score relates to. Maybe that's meters we've gone. But one bug of this, sometimes it says game over when you've got about 4 seconds left, so the game over bit comes up a bit too soon, and then you've got a few seconds to save it. So what's going on there? It's a bit spooky, that music, when you hit the soon over time bonus thing. Not really a checkpoint as such. It moves at a rate of knots, this, doesn't it? It moves quite quick. Much better than Days of Thunder. Yeah, you can see quite a lot of the track going forward, which was a problem of a Lotus Esprit on the Spectrum. That had a very couldn't see too far ahead of you, so that's a bonus. I mean, one game they did a very bad, can't remember who published it now, with that is Buggy Boy on the Spectrum. The car was way too big, I think. Couldn't quite see where you was going. Slightly better on the Amiga version. But if you're going to go for big sprites, it's very important that you can see a lot of the rest of the screen as well, or else it's just ridiculously difficult. It's like driving on the motorway at speed when you're right behind a big lorry. You can't see what's coming up. Black clouds there, must be rain coming up. Right, 28 seconds to go. Let's at least get off level 1 to make this review something worthwhile. But yeah, that engine sound is getting on my nerves a bit. There is a 128k version of this, which I've never played. I don't know if that's got music going, but I doubt it's a massive departure from this. That's my alternative engine sound. That wasn't me having a breakdown again. Now, I haven't seen the Amstrad CPC version, but the scenery's changed. Is this NASA or is it Florida? Anyway, I haven't seen the Amstrad CPC version of this or the Commodore 64. I won't be surprised if the car's got a bit of colour on it, give it a bit of extra dimension. Level 1, stage 7. I think there's 8 stages on this. Then we're off to level 2. It's got quite good road holding. You might have noticed we haven't met any traffic for some time. Yes, there was a lot of traffic earlier on and then nothing. But would have kept a kid entertained, I think. I'm having to maintain my concentration here as we go round, gradually reducing speed so I don't hit the sides. But it doesn't cost you too much when you go off, really. So with not much practice you could be playing this for hours, and I don't think that's healthy. There is a sequel, Crazy Cars 2. Now on the Amiga version, Crazy Cars 2 was worse than Crazy Cars 1 because of the terrible control system. So I'll be interested to see what that looks like, so we might come up to that in a couple of weeks' time. Yeah, are you bored yet? I expect the old Spectrum 48K rubber key will be getting quite hot by now. I just want to shut this down and load Attica Tag. It's a middling game, I think. I'm not fully aware if it's good or bad now. It's in the middle. Does a lot of good things, but it's just a little bit lackluster, really. But well coded. They've done well, Titus, coding this, because they did bring out quite a lot of piggical games. But where's the challenge? 2-player would have been good, but I think that's a bit too much to ask for. Maybe they could have done it on the 128k version. Stage 9, surely that must be the end. And once we get to the end of this stage, if we do, which I'm sure we will, the car will metamorphosize before your eyes into a Lamborghini, no, from a Lamborghini into a Porsche. I bet you're all getting excited about the special effects as we we jump over the road there, as cars tend to do when they hit a small bump in the road. There's no line down the middle of the road here, it's all just one bit level of tarmac, but who cares, we're having good fun, sort of, are we? I'm not sure. This is NASA, I can't see any rockets, but we go back to no, not Arizona. Yeah, level 1, game over it's saying. Is it game over? Still at 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Soon yeah, we forgot, it's not game over. See what I mean? Right, level 2, right, the car's changing. It's a transform, here it goes. It's flashing. The game's not even stopping, so that's good. There we go, so we're now in a Porsche 911 Turbo. I thought the car could go quicker, but it seems that 200 miles an hour seems to be our maximum again. So all that's changed is the graphic, and the game's exactly the same. Boo! Is the horizon different? I can't remember what it's like the first time. It looks like something from I don't know, some sort of mystery place. Space Harrier, that's what I was trying to think of. Looks like something you'd fly over in Space Harrier. Whoa, as we hit the back of that car and jump 10 feet into the air. Oops, see? The cars just drive through you. That's no good. Yeah, so it is game over this time. That was Crazy Cars. Was that good or bad? Anyway, you are one of the fastest men in the world. Thanks, mate. Your place is 1. Please enter your name, and I'll just put in ooh. Sound a bit like Alan Partridge there, but I didn't mean to. I'm quite interested to see what Crazy Cars 2 looks like now. But as you can see, your start level, you can select whatever start level you want really, so it's pointless doing the game. And each time the car changes in design, as you see there. Well, anyway, hope you liked having a look at that one. That was Crazy Cars on the ZX Spectrum 48K by Titus Software in 1988. Thanks for watching as always. Please remember to rate, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. And next time then, take care and goodbye.
Goodbye.